So now my screen visual and audio is clear. Hello, Ashwani and Mohit. Now I'm audible. Audible to you?
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay. So please ask your friend to join immediately.
Okay.
Morning. Good morning, Puna Sankarji. How are you?
Fine.
What's up? All good. So let me continue my class. So please bugger off. Don't disturb me. Okay. Go from here. So let me restart my class.
We cannot stand nearby.
Yeah, I don't feel good. I feel some
Just you
some
feeling uneasy.
some Tom Dick and
Just
Harry
you
standing
feeling
on my
uneasy, no?
yeah some Tom Dick and Harry standing in my head. So it's feeling like this. I can't pretend anymore.
हमारी पास में इसके होते हमारी छाती पे ऊपर
that same thing I wanted to tell you. So
भोजपुरी में कैसे बोलेंगे इसको
जाओ भाई यहाँ से ऐसा बोलेंगे भोजपुरी में
चंदन बाबा का
ऊपर होंगे. So shall we start? So shall we start? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So in that question, what point I was making that if we increase the refractive index, so if you are increasing the refractive index, so what we are getting that velocity of light is lower. So I have given you an example here. So in the first case where our refractive index was 2, and what we were getting there, so we are getting velocity of light as 1.5 into the 10 to the power 8 meter per second. In this case, that was first case. And in the second case, I had made one point that if the velocity of light is in medium is 2 into 10 to the power 8, so in that case, if we have calculated our refractive index, that is 1.5. So see, that is here it is 2 and the velocity of light has been lower. So in that case, refractive index is lower but the velocity of light is more. So the point which I am trying to tell you is that if you will increase the value of the refractive index, you will find the velocity of light will be lower. So I think now you are clear with the term refractive index, which is used in the optical fiber communication. So basically it will give you the idea of how much velocity will be there in a particular medium. So we define it by n equal to velocity of light in air upon velocity of light in medium. So why I'm teaching this, because I will use this term refractive index when I will teach step index and gradient. So when I will teach the types of optical fiber to you, so in that I will use the refractive index, what is reflection. So these terms I will use there. So I wanted to make sure that you will be clear with your basic terms. So this is the refractive index which I have defined here. So I think everybody is clear with the term. I have given one example, two example also, and practically I have shown you that refractive index is inversely proportional to the velocity of light. So whenever you will increase the refractive index, velocity of light will be decreased. When you will decrease the refractive index, velocity of light will increase. So if you are having any doubt, quickly ask me. Otherwise, we'll move to the next term, that is reflection of light. So should we move to reflection of light, or if you are having any kind of doubt, you should ask me. So please tell, बताइए कुछ दिक्कत है तो बताइए, वरना आगे चलते हैं.
No problem, sir.
Okay.
No problem.
अगर if you are facing any problem at any point of time, please ask me. Please stop me and ask me. ये समझ में नहीं आया, ये कैसे हुआ, कैसे लिखा है, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. You are free to ask. So now we'll move to reflection of light. So I think all of you are aware with that with this term reflection of light. So basically here reflection will happen from the reflecting surface. So let's suppose, so in the ninth standard you have read it. So let's suppose this is our reflecting surface is here. This is our reflecting surface, and we are when a ray of light is incident on that surface. Incident means the ray of light is coming to this surface. Ray of light is incident on the surface, and this is the normal value, means this is the perpendicular value. So what it will, this value will be angle of incident. What we'll call it as angle of incident. So if this ray of light is coming here on this reflecting surface, so some ray will be reflected back. So you are already knowing this term. So this ray will be reflected back. This is what reflected ray, and what we call it as angle of reflection. So when ray of light is getting incident on reflected surface, it will reflected back from that surface. So actually this ray of light, this an incident ray is coming to this reflected surface. So basically that ray of light will reflect back. So this is what we call it as reflected ray, and this angle, this is called angle of reflection. This angle, this is called angle of incidence. So if I'll denote I by angle of incident and R by angle of reflection. So for reflection phenomena, we should be always aware that I should be equal to R. So then only this reflection phenomena will occur. Then only reflection of light will occur. So this is the reflection phenomena. So this is the basic terms how reflection does occurs. So when the incident ray will come to the this reflected surface, then this incident ray will get reflected back. So when I will be equal to R, then only reflection of light will happen. So this is all the basic of reflection of light. So now we will move to the structure of optical fiber and types of optical fiber. So we'll deal with this. So basically they are these two are very important. What are the structure of optical fiber and what are their types? So these are the basic terms. Now I will use the reflection and refraction there. So if I'll tell refraction, so you should be aware of these terms. So what is the meaning of refraction there? If I'll use the term reflection, so you should be aware of the term that what is reflection here. So for that purpose I had taught you refraction and reflection. Now we will see how the structure of how basically optical fiber looks like, and what are their types. So we'll remove this and we'll move to structure of optical fiber. How does it basically looks? So basically see, so I'll tell you from how it is made up of, and what are the things in their optical fiber. I'll tell you one by one. So basically one inner part is there in the optical fiber, so which you have already seen in your last subject. I think you have learned optical fiber communication. So this inner surface is known as core. If you have seen there, so this inner surface is there, which we identify it as a core. So now, so there will be, so I will show you how the basically optical fiber is made up of. So this is core. This is what we call as cladding. All these terms I will tell you. And this is what cover. So cover is basically used to protect the core and cladding. So this is how the optical fiber looks like. So basically it doesn't look like the similar way which I had made. So if you'll see in the figure from the internet, you will see like this. This is the structure of optical fiber. So we'll see some. So this is our axis, center will be like this. So this is our axis, which I am representing it as center. This is our axis. So this is, we call it as fiber axis. So I'm telling you how does basically optical fiber looks like. So see, one core is there. So basic thing, one core is there, which is from that core one cladding part is there, and from to cover that cladding one cover is there. So three things are basically there in that optical fiber, and one axis is there, fiber axis is there, that is the center of this axis. So let's tell that our we represent our core it by n1. So when we, so let us represent, we are representing this cladding by n1, and we are representing this core by n2. So let's say we are denoting this by n1 and n2. हाँ मोहित बताओ, कोई दिक्कत है तो,
सर
कोई दिक्कत है तो बताइए. So when we talk about this fiber axis, so actually from this fiber axis only our signal will pass through. So when we will induce our signal, we will induce our signal into this fiber axis only. So from this fiber axis, our incident signal will pass through. Whatever we wanted to transmit, we will transmit it through our this fiber axis, this middle part. So I think you're clear with this term. Now I will tell you. So it should be clear to all that light signal, when we will insert inside of this optical fiber, if you are going to insert the light signal inside this optical fiber, so that will pass through only through core. So that from this core only, whatever we wanted to transmit, that will be transmitted through core only. Whatever you wanted to, so you will basically transmit light signal only in optical fiber communication. So if you wanted to transmit light signal, you will transmit it through core. So this part, so this origin part, from there you can transmit our main signal. So let's suppose refractive index of core is refractive index of core is n2, and refractive index of cladding is n1. So these are the basic thing which we proceed to understand the basics of optical fiber. So always n2 should be greater than n1, then only transmitting part will be possible in the optical fiber. So this is the basic structure of optical fiber. How does it basically looks like? So I think with the figure something should be clear with you, that three things are there in the optical fiber. One core is there, fiber axis is there, cladding is there. So basically we denote it, the refractive index of core by n2, we are denoting the refractive index of cladding by n1, and always the value of n2 should be greater than n1 for the successful transmission of light. So if you wanted to transmit this light from this origin, so what the value of this will be always greater than this. So how, this is how basically the structure of optical fiber looks like. So three layers are there, one cover is there to protect all those claddings and core. So if somebody will ask you how does it basically looks like, so you just need to draw this two diagram. So from this to this diagram, they will understand that how does it means inner side of optical fiber basically looks like. So if you are having any doubt, please ask me, or we should move on the next part, the types of optical fiber. So now I'm going to tell you the structure and types which are there in the optical fiber. How does it looks like, and what are their types? How many types of optical fibers are there? So if you are having any doubt in the structure of optical fiber, so ask me. No doubt. So should we move to types of optical fiber? So I'm giving a some summaries of optical fiber communication before going to the practical session. You should be clear with these terms, that how does optical fiber looks like, where do we use optical fiber, what are the advantages of optical fiber, how many of their types are there, so which types are used in that, and which is the better types. We'll see the comparison based on their types. So many things are there, so we'll see small, धीरे धीरे पढ़ेंगे, सब पढ़ेंगे. So I'll not jump from one place कि अगर आज ये पढ़ा दिया ऑप्टिकल फाइबर, लास्ट में ये पढ़ा देंगे, तो that will be not clear to you. So if you'll do by step, we'll go by step, it will be, everything will be clear to you. So I'll try to teach you. I will teach you optical fiber subject in a brief way, so we'll get some idea. I will try to give you whatever I can. So we'll move to types although you have read it in the last semester, I don't know how much clarity you have. So वैभव के बाद प्रणव ने भी ज्वाइन कर लिया मीटिंग. So basically 2 types of optical fiber are there. If you'll read it, you have seen there. Step index. First is step index optical fiber. Pranav Maneria is waiting. आओ भाई. And second is gradient index optical fiber. So you must be aware of that. So 2 types of optical fiber there is step index and gradient index optical fiber. So we'll read it one by one. So for step, if you will see step index optical fiber, now you are clear with the term refractive index of now we are clear with the term of refractive index of core of N2, refractive index of cladding of N1. So if I use those terms, you should not be confused because I've already told you. So we will deal with step index optical fiber. So refractive index in the step index optical fiber. So I'll write those terms here. Refractive index of core, that is N2, will be uniform in step index optical fiber. What I wanted to tell you, when the signal will reach in all the parameters of the core, there will be sudden change of refractive index. So when the light signal will reach to all the parameters. So which are the parameters which are available with us? So this is N2, this is our N1. So this is our cladding part, this is our core part. So when we will induce light signal there, so what it will be there? There will be sudden change of refractive index. So sudden change of refractive index, either it will be exponentially, it will increase or it will decrease. So whenever we will provide some signal in this optical fiber communication, this channel, so what it will be there in step index, when light signal will reach there, then there will be sudden change in the refractive index. So that refractive index of core is uniform, and in step, I'm talking about in step index only, and in that step index, when the signal reduces to the parameter, there is change in the surface of core and cladding. So when this signal is reaching to all the parameters, so there will be, I told you, there will be change in the refractive index also, uniform change will be there. So there will be change in cladding and there will be change in core. So both part will be changed, and when this thing will be changed, there will be a phenomenon occur will be there, and that is called total internal reflection. So have you heard the term of total internal reflection? Total internal reflection will occur here. So how does it basically looks like? So suppose it will look like, you will recall this. So when this signal will be transmitted here, this signal, so that will get reflected, then this will get transmitted. So this will look like this. This is our core, this is our cladding. So this signal, I'm talking about this signal. So basically what it is getting incident and it is getting reflected, but this is called total internal reflection phenomena. So when that signal reaches to the parameter, there is a sudden change in the surface of core and cladding, and then there will be a total internal reflection based on this signal. This signal will propagate matlab it will go from one place to other place. So this phenomena will occur here. So if you have not understand, I will tell you one more time. So basically, when signal reaches the parameter of this core, there will be sudden change in the refractive index of the signal, and so refractive index of signal will be uniform, means it will be varying. It will be, when there will be change, then it will get uniform, and in that step index optical fiber, when the signal reaches to the parameter, there is change in the surface of core and cladding, and that change will occur, the phenomena that is total internal reflection, and based on that the signal will propagate. Propagate means the signal will move from one place to another place, and that will only happen when the refractive index of core will be means N2 will be greater than N1. So this phenomena will occur only when n2 will be greater than n1. So this is all about step index. So if you are having any doubt or if you have not understand any part, you can ask me. So have you got it? What I'm trying to tell you about? So have you understand? So if you are not getting it at any point, please tell me. I think you have read it in your last semester. So इसलिए मैं थोड़ा जल्दी जल्दी में बता रहा हूँ आपको, क्योंकि चैप्टर बहुत ज़्यादा है, बहुत ज़्यादा यूनिट है, इसलिए मैं ये लेके चल रहा हूँ कि आपको बेसिक चीज़ें पता होंगी. So if you are having any doubt in this case, so I think you have understand the step index. Now we will go to the gradient index, and after that we will see the difference between step and gradient. So after that difference, the clarity will be more. So I'm keeping in mind that you are already aware of step index and gradient index. So all the important point which is and Payal, why are you requesting me to see your content?
Sir, I can't see what to understand.
Payal, write in the message box. I can't hear you properly. So now we will move to the gradient index, the second part of. So for gradient index, let's say if I have a core. So let's say if I have a core, this is our core. This is our core part, and this is our cladding part. Payal, I can't see you what content you are sharing. So others can see it, or it is invisible for you guys also. Others can see my content. So Payal, there will be problem in your internet. I had fixed my problem. Now it's your turn to fix your. So let's suppose this is core part. This is cladding, which I am presenting by n1. Core part I am representing by it n2. So for gradient so if you'll see, I'll write here for gradient index, for gradient index optical fiber. So always n2 should be greater than n1. But when you see the refractive index from axis of fiber optics, so if I'll see, this is our axis. This is our axis, fiber axis. So if you will see the refractive index from the axis of that fiber optics, so that refractive index will gradually decrease, and the refractive index will be highest at axis of fiber. It will decrease as you move forward to the perimeter of core. So when we will move forward to the perimeter of this core, so what will be it will happen? So the refractive index will gradually decrease. So when we will move to this core, this parameter of core, or this parameter of cores, so in this case for gradient index of optical fiber, what will happen? So in that case, the refractive index will gradually it will decrease. So I'll write here. So we can conclude it from here that gradient index of core will change with respect to position. Means if we will move from this position to this position, so what we are concluding, that refractive index is basically decreasing in this case. So what we can call it as that the refractive index of the core is changing with respect to the position. And one more thing we can conclude it from the gradient. So these are the important point which I'm writing here. So you should know when somebody will tell you what you understand by the term gradient index. So you should, so after telling that, these things should come in your mind. These are the important thing which I'm going to tell you. So I have one more thing I am writing here, that refractive index will be highest at fiber axis of core. So at core it will be more, because as we are already knowing that N2 is greater than N1. So for core it will be more, and it will decrease, when we will move toward the so and the reverse case, and it will decrease So if we'll go back to this position, so what it will be there? It will decrease. So as it will decrease when we move toward parameter of core. So when we will go in the reverse direction, what it will happen? It will decrease there. And when we will move from this position from here to here, so refractive index, what it is doing? It is basically increasing. So now decrease gradient, that may be, so it this decreased gradient may be in any type. It may be linear, it may be parabolic, or it may be Gaussian. So but the refractive index must always greater than cladding. So this is of cladding, that is N1 of cladding, this is of N2. So you should always keep in the mind that N2 should always greater than N1 for possibilities of this gradient index of optical fiber. So I'll change you how this I'll tell you how this parabolic, linear, and Gaussian terms are coming here. So we'll draw a figure, and from that figure you'll show there that you will see how it is basically coming here. So see, let's suppose this is your optical fiber communication. This is your core. This is your cladding. So if we'll divide it into two sections, suppose first section is this one, second section is this one. So what I am saying that the refractive index, so if this is our center, the point which I'm trying to make here is, so the refractive index is high, it will be highest at this point. So because we are moving from here to here, so it will be highest at this point. So here it will increase, and now here it will decrease. So you can see the shape, either it will, how it will be look like, either it will be parabolic or it will be Gaussian, I don't know. So like this shape is, it is becoming a, why I have drawn, because I need to draw it in the axis. This is our axis. So here it will be more, so it is increasing. So from that part, this is the most part, so it will decrease when we will move towards the core, when we will move towards it. So this shape is being drawn here, so this shape will be there. So I had told you that it will be of linear type, it will be of parabolic, or it will be of Gaussian. So let's suppose this value is 1.7 and this value is 1.9. So this is N1 and this is N2. And for gradient, always I told you that N2 should be greater than N1. So in this case, if N2 is 1.9, N1 is 1.7, so this shape we are getting in the gradient, because as we will move from this position, we will move this side. So what it will there, it will basically increasing, and when we will going towards the parameters of the core, it will basically decreasing. So this is the basics of gradient index of optical fiber. I think now some clarity has came, so that what is the core, what is the cladding, how does the structure of optical fiber basically looks like, and what are the types. Now we will see some of the basic differences in the optical fiber, and based on that differences, the clarity will be more. So we will see some basic differences here. These are the interview questions which they will ask you. So you must be aware of that. So this is your step index. This is gradient index. Some of the difference is there, which I will show you. So based on, so first difference based on the data rate, we will see. So see, data rate will be slower in step index, and it will be higher in gradient index. Means higher rate. If you if you have used optical fiber, and in that optical fiber if you have used gradient index type of optical fiber, so you will get more speed in the data rate section compared to the step index optical fiber. So here the slower rate will be there as compared to gradient. So second parameter is coupling efficiency. Coupling efficiency means mixing with other things. So in step index, coupling efficiency will be higher and will be lower in the case of gradient index. Third term is path ray. So in this case, path ray will be straight. So I'll tell you how. So suppose this is our cladding part, this is our core part, then cladding core. So it will be straight in this case. So it will look like this. It will be look like this. So like this, and in this case it will be slightly different. Either it will be parabolic or it will be Gaussian. I'll show you how. So it will look like this. It will look like this in this case. So path ray will be different in both the cases. Fourth part is, if you will see bandwidth efficiency here, bandwidth efficiency, we'll find that the bandwidth which we are getting is from 10 to 20 megahertz per kilometer. So this is the initial fiber optics which they have came through. So in that case they are getting the bandwidth in this range, but when they are upgraded to the gradient index, so the bandwidth which they are getting in this case was 1 gigahertz to 1 gigahertz per kilometer. So now see in this gradient index the bandwidth has gradually increased. So now other terms will also compare. Some one more two terms are there that will compare. So in this type we are using material as a glass or plastic here. Material which is used in the step index, that is glass or plastic. In this case only we are using glass only. So in the previous sessions I have discussed to you that nowadays in optical fiber they are basically using glass only. So now, so since based on this bandwidth efficiency and all these things, now glass, so yeah, this gradient index optical fiber is more in the picture as compared to the step index optical fiber. So these things are there. So one more thing I'll tell you. So one more thing is that, so index variation that we will represent it by delta, and how we will calculate the index variation, we'll calculate by n1 minus n2 by n1 here, and for here the delta will be n1 square minus n2 square by 2n1 square. So this is all about step index and gradient index. So if you are having any kind of doubt or anything which you have not understand, you can ask me now or anytime. If you are studying for optical fiber, if you are facing any kind of difficulty, you are free to ask at any time. So now what we have read about. So how does basically refraction occurs? How does reflection occurs? How does the structure of this optical fiber looks alike? So we have seen that they are having core, gradient, and always core will be more than gradient, and one optical surface is there, optical fiber axis is there. So after that we have seen the types of optical fiber, that is step index and gradient index. So how does it looks like in step index? How does it look like in gradient index? Now in the last sections we have seen the difference between them, and we can conclude it from that nowadays in the pictures gradient index optical fiber is more important than step index because of the bandwidth efficiency, because of the data rate. And so these are all the things which we have discussed today, and if you are having any doubt now you can ask me, or we'll, so if you are not having any doubt we'll we'll meet in the next class. So if you are having any doubt please tell me. So can you hear me?
No doubt, sir.
बिकॉज ये इतना जल्दी जल्दी बताने का मतलब यही है कि आप लोग पहले से एक सब्जेक्ट पढ़ चुके हैं इसको पिछले सेमेस्टर में, तो आपको एक थोड़ा सा आइडिया है कि ऑप्टिकल फाइबर होता क्या है। तो मैं आपको समराइज करके करके इसको ऐसा चाहता हूँ कि मतलब आपको ये सब्जेक्ट अच्छे से तैयार हो जाए, इसलिए मेरा यही मोटिव है कि आपको पहले से आइडिया है ये सब चीज़ों के बारे में। बहुत लोगों को होगा, बहुत लोगों को नहीं होगा, तो जिनको नहीं है उनके लिए ये इतनी चीज़ें हैं, मटेरियल है। अगर आपको कभी किसी चीज़ में दिक्कत होगा, कोई सवाल लगाने में दिक्कत होगा ऑप्टिकल फाइबर में, क्योंकि कम्युनिकेशन का पार्ट है और ये भी वैसे ही कम्युनिकेशन हम लोग पढ़ चुका है, तो ज़्यादा मुश्किल नहीं, एक एक चीज़ें आराम से पढ़ेंगे। एंड आफ्टर सम 2 or 3 classes you will get feel of this subject, and actually this subject is very मतलब आसान है बहुत, अगर थोड़ा सा दिमाग लगाया जाए तो पूरा जैसे हम लोगों ने एनालॉग डिजिटल पढ़ा था उसी पे बेस्ड है। बस इसमें एक डिफरेंस है कि इसमें हम लोग ग्लास और प्लास्टिक यूज़ कर रहे हैं एज ए मीडियम ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन। यही डिफरेंस, लाइट को हम लोग ट्रांसमिट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे। सो विल ट्राई टू स्टडी इट इन अ गुड वे, और मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि आपको समझ में आ जाए। एंड आई विल ट्राई ऑल हियर ऑल्सो कि अगर एक्सपेरिमेंट हो जाए तो मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा। अभी मैंने किट देखा नहीं है, आज मैं सर्च करूंगा कौन कौन सा किट अवेलेबल है अपने पास। जो भी एक्सपेरिमेंट हो जाएगा आई विल ट्राई टू डू इट हियर, एंड आई विल share the link with you after making videos of those experiment. So that's all for today. We will meet in the next session. Whenever our class will be there, we'll meet at that time. Thank you everyone.